Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to an SP Patrons video today where I'm going to be listening through a track by an act named Sheena Ringo titled Nippon. And if we switch over to here, we have ourselves the track on the screen, or rather it's a tricky situation because we have ourselves a live performance on Bilibili, and we got the tracks listing here. This is the track we're going to be listening through today. It's part of Wudi's custom monthly music review, so we're just going to listen through it from start to finish, what we think. I have found some lyrics for it as well that I'm hoping will be accurate. Let's go, let's do it. There we go, I think that's it. So from this point, it's very loud. Nippon! So I can pause it using the square button. I also want to get rid of those things up top. Yeah, there we go. What were we harmonizing with vocally there? Were we harmonizing with fourths or something like that? The drum fill there was incredibly bombastic there. I really enjoy the tone of that. And the hi-hat closes well with the bass line up in that higher frequency is excellent. Why did we have a car horn there? Is the car horn something important? Does it symbolize something? I have so many questions. Really compelling vocal melody as well as just the breathiness behind it, and the personality behind it is awesome. That's an incredible outfit on the guy on the right. Like, this is a hell of a view fest. Like, I know that I'm supposed to be reviewing the music, but there's so much to take in with literally everything else. I mean, the drums are so busy. Can you hear? Can you hear how much is just going on now in the space here, without the freneticism of the guitars or anything like that? It's crazy, dude. Interesting chord progressions though. Yeah, like really comfortable in that head voice as well, and we have several different distinct sections with different chord progressions as well. It's great variety here, man. Honestly, like really impressive stuff. Like, did you hear how easily she went into her head voice then with that really cascading high? Just, it's wild, man. She's a fantastic vocalist, but it's also testament to the musicians behind her that they can keep up. Oh, was that an F chord there? Did they switch keys? Because that was a fun concept there. That was a great adjustment of expectation. That was a plot twist right there harmonically. What a move. Is she playing the solo there? It's a really tuneful, like, I know I'm interrupting the solo section here, but I love the vibe behind that. I'm glad that she's playing guitar solo, but she is also playing it so tastefully with those octave chords there. And that was hella tight. They just cut out. They stopped. They knew immediately when to bring up. They crescendoed it. It came da-da-da-da-da-da-da to like a fortissimo feel, and it just went boom. That's musicianship. That's performance right there. That's adept composition. It's nice to have the organ as well as an additional tone here. There's way too much to take in, I think, in one listen. She's handling it really well. I mean, that key change going up like that, like a set 2 or 3 semitones, is a tricky thing. But she's smashing it. She's handling it, and she looks relatively confident as well. Having the English there as well, so that people like me can understand it, because obviously that's why they wrote it in English. Far out, man. It's beautiful. Just with Sheena taking a step back, letting the backing vocalists come in, and sort of, as she turns her voice into an instrument at the higher octave, and they're just phrasing that, cheers, cheers, the sun is up. You know, the sun is smiling on us. I think that's beautiful there. Beautiful imagery there with the really upbeat groove nature of this track, of this key change, of this overall vibe. What a vibe, man. Damn. Wow. What a track, dude. What a way to finish it. What a way to finish a concert. So I don't know if you guys can see this. It's very, very big for me. It may not be big for you. This website doesn't zoom further than this. We've got lyrics. I found these lyrics. Beautiful weather and archipelago, smells of grass. Hey! This is very, very upbeat and very positive. We're connected to this vast universe. The outcome of the battle is probably waiting there. Thinking a little bit about the point ahead is obsolete. Now we can't control them. Entrust it to your body. Overtake time? Reject the present faster or more certain than anything else. There's a little bit of bittersweet nature there. With the faint smell of death suddenly drawing closer, this moment is shining more clearly. We'll take it to the other world engraving in us, supreme life, supreme views. Damn, dude. A tailwind is blowing, fanning this moment even more. The best on this earth, our flame without any purity. It just raises blue above all us. So Nippon is Japan. I just clicked. Because this is the conclusion of my review for Wudi of Nippon by Sheena Ringo. What is this track about? I think it's about celebrating the glory and prosperity of Japan. The sun rising on it. Cheers, cheers. Feeling happy and upbeat and vibrant about the state of it. I think that's a beautiful concept, man. I think that's a wonderful thing to write a song about. A lot of the time, people write protest songs or political stuff or whatever, and it can be very negative. But if you're feeling upbeat about something, if you're feeling a sense of patriotism, or maybe you just want to write a happy song about something, do it. Do it. Don't hesitate. Just go have fun. Go have fun with that. You know what I mean? I think it's a gorgeous thing, really, writing a track about your country and feeling sort of like happy about it. I think that the lyrics talking about, you know, understanding death is close to us, but even if we die, we will have what we've learned through this life, where we came from, engraved in us to carry us forward in the afterlife. I think that's a beautiful message there. And I think that the singing behind it from Sheena Ringo is absolutely stunning. She sells that message really well. She sounds very passionate about what she's doing there. Not only is she a very, like a tremendously skilled vocalist from like a technical perspective, like in a head and chest voice, a little bit to legato passages, nice amount of personality behind it as well. So staccato, legato, the little bit of vocal fry occasionally, stepping back with a little bit of fragility. The others, most of the time, just belting it out. hitting into those high notes in that key change really well. It's just fantastic. She really cares about what she's singing about. She sells it. It's very authentic and genuine and organic, and I'm all here for it, man. And she's got wonderful stage presence as well. Leads the band really, really well. And she knows how to take a step back for the backing vocalist to chant the part in English about like cheers, cheers, the sun is up, etc. And then she finishes it off. And that's basically the vocals in a nutshell. I've heard a lot of good stuff from Sheena Ringo over the time I've been reviewing stuff. This is no different. I'm very glad to be able to experience more of it. Apparently she's got more work out there that I need to go check out. So I'm keen to do that when I get the chance, when I get the opportunity, you know? I think it's worth noting as well behind Sheena's sort of musicianship as well, like her performance, is the accompaniment of the different people playing the brass, the guitars, the bass, the drums, the other horns, and everything is sensational. First of all, the musical performance from the, for the freneticism of the drums coming in and the guitar chords and the solo sections over the top of her octave chords, the little bits of upward fretboard exploration there, the organs that come in occasionally and the quieter bits. The performance behind it from the musicians, other musicians in the band, was absolutely sublime, sensational. There was not a note out of place. I do not know how they managed to fit it all in and have that groove going and still make it palatable and able to be consumed, but they did. It never felt like too much, even though there was a constant sense of pace and rigor and energy and vibrant sort of charisma to it. It never had a dull moment. There was no filler at any point in time as well. We played a lot of notes, but none of them felt unnecessary. I think the track was like 4.5 minutes or something like that, and that's great use of space there. We had a lot in that time. A lot in that time. We didn't take the listener for granted. You know, there was like some interesting sort of progressions there. We started with those octave chords in that hook. And da 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 da. You know, that's some jazzy sort of progressions there that kind of add a little bit of melodic twist and complexity to it. It's a little bit of a sort of a harmonic device there that kind of gives you a sense of hope and peace there. And makes you feel all warm and fuzzy when you hear it. It's very beautiful. And when you couple that with Sheena's vocals, it's just a great combination there. It's not your typical sort of 4-chord structure there. There's articulation and lots of change there. The solo section was unpredictable. You never know what instrument was going to do which six. You just knew it was going to be played at the right tempo and in the right key signature. But then, of course, they had that F chord, I think, where things changed in the interlude with that car horn that was unexpected and unpredictable. And that subverted the listener's sort of expectations again, which I also enjoy because it's never predictable. It's never easy. And that's what I find so fun about music, is when it challenges you in all the right ways. Honestly, I hear this track and I think, how could they possibly have improved it? And I don't know, like when you don't make any sort of wrong notes, when you have like clearly defined sort of verse, sort of bridge and chorus sections with their own progressions and bass lines that flow well into each other, a similar sort of like level of intensity throughout, except not when we take stuff away, add other instruments in the mix, and then it's a different sort of tonal pace, and it's just wild. I don't think you could improve a song like this. It's down there flawless. Very interesting and engaging, and the crowd there, no wonder they're amped for it. Imagine getting this track after an hour and a half worth of absolute bangers. It's incredible. No wonder people want me to go check out these concerts. They're a sensational act. And it's just the stage presence as well, the way the band interacted with each other, the way Sheena Ringo held herself on stage. It was the epitome of cool. You know, it was stylistic, very professional. They made great use of the stage. It was nice to see all the instruments on stage as well, lit up. I like the fact we didn't have them in the shadows. I think that's very respectful. And the live sound in regards to the recording, mixing, and mastering, the studio side of things, was phenomenal, dude. It was a big stadium kind of vibe there, but you could hear the vocalist clearly. The backing was done well as well. The guitars, drums, piano, organs, brass, the car horn thingy as well. Everything there was just phenomenal. Nothing but love for the way it was done. There was not a single weird resonant frequency. It was nice and wide in the stereo field. It felt like you were actually at the gig. Things were niched together and leveled well. There was a nice bit of side chaining with the drums, but it also felt like a live performance. It wasn't overproduced. It was nice and loud without pumping, you know, but also well compressed. Yeah, it's a professional performance of a professional band with a professional song that was written by people who really care about what they're doing. And I think it's a great message, and I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate it, and I sure did too, because this is effectively my review of Nippon by Sheena Ringo. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go check out their various social medias, and I mean, I know I watched this on Bilibili, but I'm sure they have like Spotify's and all that. And stay cool and stay safe. And please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'll catch you in the next SP Patrons video. Spiderhands out.